Hi Capricorns, how are you? This is Shooting Stars Tarot. Welcome to your weekly love reading for the week of August 13th through the 19th. We have a big week, okay, Capricorns? We have a very big week. Mercury is retrograde as of the 13th. It stays retrograde until September 5th. What does this mean? It means introspection and review of past things, okay? Of course, communications can get messed up. Of course, technology can get messed up. That kind of goes without saying in Mercury retrograde. However, it also is a time to reflect and on our emotions, and it's kind of a time where people from the past kind of reappear, or maybe you want to reappear in someone else's present. So, what else is going on this week, Capricorns? We had the lunar full moon eclipse in Aquarius on the 7th. What does this mean? Aquarius is they're the nonconformists of the zodiac. And it kind of is the breaking down and disbursement of situations, okay? And when we have that happen in Aquarius, and then we have the solar eclipse, which happens on the 21st, is really affecting North America. It's called the Great American Solar Eclipse. It's going right over the northern part of our country, of America, if you live in America. It's really impacting everybody, and it's in Leo. And Leo is the energy of the great ego and making things happen. It's a fire energy, and it's action-oriented. So we are in this weird spot between things breaking apart and things getting ready to really come together. Things breaking apart might not be put back together, but will be led in a whole new positive direction in our lives in some aspect as we approach this eclipse on the 21st. And it can occur, it can happen, these energies can last for up to 18 months, very heavily, very, very heavily, 40 days after the eclipse, and even up to 6 months. So, what else is happening, Capricorns? This week, into the later part of the week, we have Pluto retrograde in Venus. What does this mean? It means obsession about love. And it's combined with Mercury retrograde. There can be stalking, there can be watching, there can be a crazy, approaching people and nutty conversations. Okay, people are going to be wacko this week. They could be. Doesn't affect everybody, but people can be affected by this Pluto and Venus, retrograde in Venus. And combined with Mercury retrograde, it's like people from your past could be nutty. They could be nut jobs. So just flow through the week. Don't let stuff roll off your back. Don't get involved. And just know that, there could be some stalking and some spying and some obsession on the love front. So be cautious. And also, don't let this affect you. If you're feeling oh my gosh, I can't get this person out of my mind. I need to be with them. Chill, okay? You don't right now. Let this energy pass, because it might not be received in the way that you're intending, and it's not good. Okay. Secondly, extended September readings are going to be up this week. They're going to take a long time. I don't know if I can do them all in a couple days, because they're going to be long. But I'm really excited to work on them. Been thinking about it for a long time. Amber Khan did it finally last week, and it's yes, she hit the nail on the head. So just get ready, and I'm really excited to be working on them. It's going to combine a whole bunch of astrology stuff, a lot of clarification, a lot of different spreads. So I'm excited to work on it. Get ready. Okay, overall energy, Capricorns, for the week is the 5 of Swords. So there could be a breakdown in a communication. There could be some spiteful behavior where somebody's haha, I get away with everything. You two lose. I keep all the swords. I win. But the thing with the 5 of Swords is everybody loses. Okay? These people toddle off without their swords. They're pissed. They lost. And all these people might have been best friends. They could have been lovers, okay? And they lose. He gets all the swords, but who cares? Now he has all the swords. Yay you, okay? So this is not a good energy. It's the overall energy for the week. So just be careful in how you're communicating with people, because ultimately everybody can get hurt. Just take it easy. Take it easy, Capricorns. If you're not familiar with this spread, this is, and again, I know I said it last week, but if everybody, if you like this spread, leave your comments below, because I got really good responses to it, but I want to make sure people really do like it. So keep commenting and keep sharing your messages with others, because it's good. And I am glad I got a lot of positive feedback, but I want it to keep coming. So this spread, this is your love energy. This is your person's, okay? Husband, wife, boyfriend, girlfriend, ex-partner. I don't care if you're single. Don't leave a message that's like, I'm single. Yeah, okay, I know. But you still have somebody on your mind. Don't lie. There is still somebody on your mind. This is their energy. We also have challenge, benefit, outcome. Capricorns, Queen of Wands reversed. You could have a fire sign in your life, but they're not in a good place right now, frankly. They're just not in a good place. They could be angry, they could be bitter, they could be upset. They're not on their A game, and you're taking note, okay? You're taking notice. And it's kind of sad, because I'm feeling that there could be this very promising new beginning, and you're looking at them, this new beginning, you're looking at them, and you're just like, shit, okay? Like I need you to be back on your A game, and you're not right now, and I feel like I can't help you, because I feel like this is something that you have to go through on your own. And so you're just like kind of waiting for this new beginning to happen, but you're waiting on them. And again, this is good, because if you try to force this, Capricorns, it could turn into this type of energy. So just be a little cautious about this, okay? We have the Hermit reverse. So what this is telling you to do is don't wait for this person. Live your life. You don't need to go into great solitude and introspection about this person or your love life or whatever. Like, just do your thing, okay? Stay out in public, stay meeting people and everything. And then there can be something beautiful to celebrate this week. So look forward to new beginnings. Don't only look to this person to a new beginning, which I know you wouldn't anyway, Capricorns, because you're just, you're very practical in that aspect, and it's a good quality about you, and it's something that we all, it's endearing. So keep it up. What's going on in your person's life? We have the Four of Swords. This is huge, okay? If you're dealing with a fire sign or fiery energy, they are needing spiritual rest on some level. They're trying, they're doing it, they're trying to sort out their thoughts in their own way, and they're not feeling like any sort of victory is happening, at least not this week, okay? They are in a place, and they need to be there for a minute, and they're not feeling they're feeling like failures. So they're not in the best place, but you can't do anything. They have to figure that out, okay? Nine of Pentacles. This is talking about them, like, financially, they're fine. And they are trying to, and the way I see trying, this does mean they are, but with these other cards around it, it means that they're trying to. They're trying to get some sort of freedom from something, and that's what this bird represents on the Nine of Pentacles. There's always a bird, and it represents, and she's looking right at it, okay? And she's talking about these pentacles here. She has some value, okay? There's some solidarity here. There's some grounding and practicality here in her mindset, but she also places value in this freedom. She doesn't have it all on her own. She needs some sort of freedom from something in order to feel whole. Does that make sense? And I'm really sensing that there's something here. It's like spiritual bondage almost, where she's really needing freedom from that in order to regain her complete trust in herself and her complete trust in being free. Whoever your person is, Capricorn, they are going through something. And you can be there for them, but you can't, they have to do this on their own. If you try to force this or try to win something with this situation, everybody's going to lose. So you got to be patient. Okay, you got to be patient. And that's what you're kind of doing here, but you know, in your way, you're also going to be moving on and doing your own life, which is good. And they would want you to do that anyway. But, you know, they could also need you in some aspect. So, Page of Pentacles. This is talking about a lack of messages. This is talking about kind of somebody pulling away, because the Page of Pentacles upright means slow messages anyway. Okay, practical messages. Okay, solid messages, but slow. Reversed, even slower, if at all. So this week they are going to be impacted by energies. Let them pull through this. They will. Okay, but let them pull through it. Challenge is Judgment. So what is Judgment card? It's the second to last major arcana card. And it comes before the Fool, which is the first major arcana card. A whole new beginning, a whole new journey. As a challenge, this means that they're not ready for a renewal yet, or they're not ready for an outcome yet, or the situation, not them, the situation. It's not fully ready yet. You're jumping the gun a little bit with it, but they still have some stuff to work out, so it's not ready. That's why this is a challenge. The good news is, as a benefit, this is a beautiful benefit card, the Devil. This is actually your card, Capricorn. What this card and the reason why this is why this is your card, Capricorn, is because Capricorn is ruled by Saturn, and Saturn is the planet of restriction. And so that's one reason, if you want to get philosophical or astrological about it, that is probably the main reason why Capricorns in general are some of the most successful signs in career. Because as an earth sign, you already have the practicality and the grounding and determination of work. And that's why a lot of Capricorns are known for kind of being married to their jobs. But Saturn is your ruler. So things don't come easily. You have to work, and you know it's ingrained. It's part of your thread. Saturn's your ruler. It is the planet of restriction. So if you're going to push through anything in life, Capricorns, it is by work. It is by diligence and motivation and consistency, something that most signs don't have. Okay, it is like incessant consistency. That's why Capricorns are so successful in career and money, because they do. They're ruled by Saturn, and so you always have to put one foot in front of the other. One foot in front of the other, and it's consistent, and it's hard, and you push through. That's why the Devil card is the card of Capricorn, because it talks about figuring out a way to release these binds that we put ourselves in. Okay, this can be addictions, it can be sexual chemistry, it can be smoking, drinking, any sort of addiction. The thing with this card is, it is addictive behavior, and these guys, if you look, they're bound very loosely to this devil, this evil spirit, right, that pulls us away from what we're really trying to do. They're very loosely bound, and they can easily walk away, but we don't, do we? Okay, I'm not talking about you, Capricorns, but human nature. We don't, because we kind of like it, all right? We kind of like it, but in order to progress, in order to move forward and step away from things that hold us back, Capricorns and Saturn, right? You have to let go and move forward. So this is beautiful that this is in your benefit card, because that's what this means. There is this detaching from something and letting it progress organically. There's not forcing, there's not tying ourselves to something. And it is like releasing, and that's part of this eclipse that happened in Aquarius. It's this great releasing, this disbursement of energy. Let it go, give it to the universe. Let's see what happens when the sun comes into Leo. All right, so very interesting reading, Capricorns. Outcome is the Two of Wands. This is a beautiful card. I'm going to pull it from another deck so you can see which deck. because I like to talk about this in a little bit more detail. Your reading's turning out to be really long. What is the Two of Wands? The Two of Wands is a card of choices, okay? Decisions. They're wands, so they talk about action. They talk about things that have happened and things that we've done in our past. Okay, this one, these actions, they're behind him. And in our future. What are we going to do? What do we want to do? Now, in most wands cards in the tarot deck, there are animals present. And when an animal is present around a human being, it means that the human being is of solid spirit and wholesome spirit and is generally kind in nature. Because animals can sense energies. They can sense energies a mile away. And no animal is going to be somebody's sidekick if they feel negative energy. Okay? So that's an important aspect to this card because it means that the intentions are true with what you're trying to do here. It means that you're stuck between your past and your future, and you're looking out over this body of water. And water in the tarot deck means what, Capricorns? It's emotions. Water represents emotions. That's why the cups in tarot are the water signs. Okay, that's why they always have water in them, or they're surrounded by water. They're watery energies, and water signs are ruled by their emotions. So he's sitting here on top of his big house that he's built, or his building, or his journey, okay? He's accomplished. And he's holding the world in his hands. He's holding the world in his hands. And he's alone. And he's stuck here between his past and his future, and he's analyzing his emotions. This is important. This is your outcome card this week, Capricorn. There's a lot of energy going on for everybody this week, but there's a lot of stuff going on in your head right now. You're analyzing your emotions, and you don't want to be alone, or you don't want to feel alone if you're in a committed bond already, but you're analyzing, you're figuring out what's the next step, where do I go from here to be able to create this future that I actually am holding in my hand. It's right there. So how do I make this happen? How do I manifest this emotionally? And Capricorns are generally, they really pull away from their emotions. And that's why they work. And they're restricted. That we talked about Saturn. And so when a Capricorn starts really looking at their emotional state and really start acknowledging their own emotions, it is very impactful for them. And all of a sudden we can see major shifts in life pathways in terms of love. So it's beautiful that you're doing this, Capricorns. It is very beautiful. Just don't take too long. You can take long, but it's also saying, okay, move along with your what you're doing, and you'll get there. They'll get there. It'll work out. I'm gonna pull a clarifying card. Please clarify. Please clarify this Queen of Wands. What are the clarifying messages for this Queen of Wands? Please clarify this Queen of Wands. For the clarifying messages for this Queen of Wands. The Three of Swords reversed. So this is a beautiful energy because it means that it could mean a third-party relationship. It can mean heartbreak, but the fact that it's reversed means that they're pulling out of that energy. Okay, they're on top of their head and feeling like shiz. They're not feeling so good. Okay, their spirit's very damaged right now. It's relating to love, and it can be relating to maybe a cheating scenario, a third-party relationship scenario. So just be conscientious of that and let them work through it. They are. Okay. They need freedom from something, so let them do that. If you're really into this person anyway, which you are, that's why it's your person. So All right, Capricorns, this was a beautiful reading, and it's so long. Leo's reading was like 6 minutes, and yours is almost 20, so oopsies. But I hope you enjoyed this reading. Stay tuned for your September monthlies. They're coming out shortly, and enjoy Mercury retrograde. All right, thanks so much. Bye.